Hey, I topped with Infernoids. Now I have a Nats invite. A little tired. So yeah, I topped with Infernoids. It was at an OTS tournament, got top four. So let's do deck list. 3 Decatron, 1 Pure Mias. Uh, Pure Mias is a really good card, really underrated by most Infernoid players. It helps out a lot in back row matchups and against back row in general because they can't chain the card that's targeted. And yeah, 2 Antra. I think Antra is a really good card. Most people think of it as just a one of. I've had it at 2 and 3 in most of my versions, and it's really good. Bounce a face up card helps out a lot in a lot of cases. We have 2 Harmonic, 1 Patrella. I think that 2 Harmonic is good for me because I like being able to pop monsters. But if you are going into a more spell trap heavy time, then 2 Patrol, 1 Harmonic is probably better. So yeah. 1 Sajet, that's standard. 2 Seismus, I don't understand why people put the one non-targeting banish, just non-targeting banish. No point in not having it at 2. 2 Atendel, double attack is double attack. 2 Daviati and 2 Anunku. Just standard at this point. If you're running only 1 of each, then you're probably running the really control build. And to end it off for the monsters, we got 3 Lava Golem. Pretty MVP. If I wasn't against like a lot of stun decks, but that's basically how it was. But it was still an insanely good card and helped out a lot. So onto the spells. For the void cards, we got 3 Vanishment, 3 Imagination. They're just really good cards. I think the only time that I sided them out was for getting rid of 2 Imagination because it was against a Mystic Mind deck. About it. So that's how that went. 3-layer Darkness, just kind of need it at this point. 3 Dark Ruler. I main deck Dark Ruler because top decks are more monster effect heavy than spell trap heavy. So if you're going into a format or play set you feel like it's more spell trap heavy, do evenly match. 3 Monster Gate. Just really good card in general. 2 Galaxy Cyclone. Helps out Mystic Mine and other back row. Then for the 1-ofs, we have Mystic Mine, Reasoning, 1 for 1. Really good card, helped me win in top 8. Reasoning, I have less of a liking for it now that it forced me to deck out because I milled my whole deck and then hit the Dectron and 1 was called, so I milled that. 1 for 1, still really good card. That's it for spells. Onto traps, we have 3 Imperm and 1 Feast. I didn't want to play 2 or 3 Feast because I'm going to go second deck. So drawing too many Feast is bad for me. And Imperm was pretty good. Starting off with extra, we got 4 Fusions. We got 2 Tierra and 2 Natis. 2 Natis was perfectly fine for me. I didn't really have any situations that I could think of that I needed more than 2. So I just opted to just play 2. Next up are the links, and I have a bunch of them. For the link ones, we have Link Rebo and Gravity Controller. Gravity Controller didn't really come up too much, but that's basically when you don't have a way to outlink Tira, and you just link it away into this. Link Rebo, Link Pure Mias, or a negated Decatron. Link 2s, we got Turkey Borg, Phoenix, Lambda, Wee Witch, and Doolittle. Probably need to move these up a little bit. So, Turkey Borg, really good card to protect your lair. Kind of broken. Phoenix, just good card in general to go into back row matchups with if you really need to pop something. Or just get a discard. Lambda, he basically was there. I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep him in anymore. But he's good against Tibu. There can only be one. And then these two are for OTK and for OTK under layer. So yeah. Then next we got the Link 3s. We got 2 Equimax and a Trispania. Didn't make Trispania at all because I didn't need it. And if I could make it, I was usually able to just make Equimax for OTK. So, I mean, it's in there and it's a thing. I just haven't been able to do it just yet. 2 Equimax, because there's a lot of stuff in the meta right now that I can banish stuff from your extra. So, just playing 2 of this is good because then you can still do the OTK with Equimax. And then we had 1 Synchro, Omega, the King. Banish Stone, basically extra graveyard. Rip your hand. Basically, insanely good card. For my side, I had 4 monsters, 3 Gamma, 1 Driver. Never sided it in. Didn't feel any need to side it in because Imperms already did enough. And too much negation is not really too great, but you just need to have a good placement for them. Then on to traps, we have Red Reboot, Void Feast. Just for bad matchups or just grindy matchups, back row decks, evenly matches for back row decks. That's it for traps. Then on to spells, we got 3 Cosmic, really good card. I don't like Twin Twisters because you have to discard a card, and I usually didn't want to discard. I'd rather keep stuff in hand to discard for banishment and such. And being able to banish cards like El Shadow Fusion, that type of stuff was really helpful. Then Silent Graveyard. Rip your graveyard, essentially. Since most of the decks right now are graveyard reliant, I just have, if I go against them, side dust in, activate it on them, and then they're basically Dweller, and they couldn't stop it. Because they don't play any way to stop a Silent Graveyard from going off on them on turn 1. Shout out to Mandatory Friendship Shackle. This is what I would give them after Lair of Darkness. Then they were mandatory my friends. Shout out to Dwayne, Boy, Bryce, John, Darren. Shout out to all the other people I forgot. That's about it. Thanks